Some studies show that the number of buffalo in regional Australia has doubled or tripled over the past 50 years. In the journal Nature in 2019, it was estimated that the number of buffalo in Australia's Kakadu National Park had increased from 162,000 in 1961 to 1.5 million in 2014. This increase affects the local ecosystem. At the same time, it has a serious impact on the global climate. Wild buffalo emit methane, a potent greenhouse gas that contributes greatly to climate change. As the number of wild buffaloes increases, the amount of methane emitted also increases, leading to global warming. To prevent the increase in the number of wild buffalo from negatively impacting the environment, Australians have taken measures to control their numbers. Early in the morning in the Kimberley Desert of Australia, famous for its huge buffalo population, Australian hunters and farmers decided to go on an adventurous hunt. After several hours of patiently moving through sand dunes and dense bushes, they discovered a wild buffalo more than 40 inches tall. Hunters use their understanding of the terrain and the behavior of wild buffalo. They approach their targets carefully, always keeping a safe distance to avoid surprise attacks. When the opportunity came, they combined precision and strength to take down the buffalo, completing the hunt with a sense of satisfaction after many hours of intense hunting. Through each hunt, they shared experiences, skills and emotions, creating memories and deeper connections. This has strengthened the passion and consensus in dealing with wild buffalo. To avoid being discovered by wild buffalo, be alert and careful when moving. Move gently without making loud noises so as not to reveal your position. At the same time, coordinate closely with the team to avoid footsteps, voices, or any actions that can be detected by the wild buffalo. Run away. During the hunt for wild buffalo, hunters need to patiently monitor and seize opportunities to quickly take down wild buffalo, avoiding their attacks during the hunting process. Using headphones can be a smart and necessary choice to protect a hunter's ears from loud noises emitted from a rifle. With each shot, the noise can reach levels of up to 140 decibels, a level that can be harmful and cause hearing damage. Noise-cancelling headphones help improve hunters' ability to concentrate during hunting. With the speed of sound of rifles in the wild around 1,700 mph, protecting your ears by using noise-cancelling headphones is a safe bet and an important part of an effective hunting strategy. Because hunting usually takes place during the day, the hunter's vision is often limited due to the vastness of the natural environment and the sparseness of trees. Hunters often use binoculars to observe wild buffalo from afar before shooting. Hunters can quickly determine the location and behavior of wild buffalo. This helps them save time and minimize the risk of being detected by wild buffalo. When hunting wild buffalo in Australia, hunters must have a fully valid hunting license. This permit is usually issued by the Australian Government's Wildlife Management Agency. The hunting season in Australia usually takes place in the winter, from May to August. In the hunting license, there are specific regulations on the number of wild buffaloes allowed to be hunted, from 100 to 200 per hunting season. These regulations are often established based on scientific research on the development of wild buffalo. In addition, in the hunting environment, hunters may also encounter ferocious animals, such as lions. In this case, the hunter needs to stay calm, not run away, and use weapons or other means of defense if necessary. From there, the lesson for hunters when hunting in the wild is to bring a knife and wear protective clothing. Must have a thorough knowledge of the terrain and behavior of wild animals. Some opinions are mixed about hunting wild buffalo with guns. Part of the community does not support the use of guns for hunting because the noise affects the environment. Residents are concerned that the noise could cause stress to other animals in the area. Using guns for hunting can also cause environmental pollution. The emission of projectiles can cause environmental pollution in hunting areas and affect water and land sources. Causes negative consequences for ecology and environmental health. Therefore, the government needs to strengthen management and supervision of gun use in hunting activities. If you support gun hunting to deal with wild buffalo in Australia, comment number 1. Click the like button if you do not support this method. Don't forget to share the video for your family to have good luck. Join me in continuing to watch the following video. As turkey hunting becomes more intense, we cannot ignore the rapid growth of this species. The rapid reproduction of this invasive species has become a major threat to the environment and humans. In particular, they have entered urban areas, attacking humans and causing concern for residents. Unlike farm chickens, turkeys are invasive species. They attack if they feel threatened. In 2022 alone, the city of San Francisco recorded more than 200 turkey attacks on residents, causing no small incidents. Are you one of those victims? Comment below. Before embarking on turkey hunting, preparation with a bow and arrow is an important first step. Hunting turkeys with a bow and arrow requires more precision and skill than using a gun. Hunters need to practice to have absolute accuracy, ensuring that the arrow penetrates the turkey's feathers humanely. According to statistics from the Bow Hunters of America organization, only about 5% of hunters use bows and arrows in turkey hunting, but their success rate can reach 45%, higher than hunters using guns. Turkey hunting is not a free activity, but is regulated by the government. Every hunter needs a legal license to participate in this activity. According to the US Fish and Wildlife Service, more than 3 million turkey hunting licenses are issued in the United States each year, with total revenue from licenses and related taxes reaching more than $1 billion. Each license also specifies the time, place, and number of turkeys that hunters are allowed to hunt this invasive species to ensure fairness. So, what do you think about the importance of complying with the regulations for hunting invasive species in the video? Share your thoughts. You are in luck because you didn't miss the challenge of hunting 50 roosters in just 10 minutes. Hunters also need certification from specialised safety and skills courses. According to the US Fish and Wildlife Service, more than 400,000 hunters take these courses each year, reducing accidents and ensuring the legality of hunting. Comment on one of these 50 moments of hunting invasive species. When switching from bow hunting to gun hunting, hunters need to be more careful in choosing their location and aiming. Rooster turkeys are very wary, so approach carefully. According to research from the American Hunting Association, the success rate when shooting from a distance is only 20%, but can be up to 60% when the hunter approaches the distance. When hunting turkeys with a gun, hunters need to keep a distance of at least 30 to 50 yards. To attract turkeys, hunters often use fake turkey models made of plastic or rubber to help attract turkeys closer without arousing their suspicion. In addition, posture and clothing when hunting turkeys contribute to the success of the hunt. Hunters need to remain quiet and camouflage to avoid being detected by prey. Often hunters will choose to wear clothes with natural patterns such as grass, leaves or branches.
Yep.
One objection to turkey hunting is the concern that overhunting can disrupt the ecological balance and threaten turkey populations. However, hunters have convinced the public that hunting provides revenue from hunting licenses that help fund conservation projects, helping to protect wildlife and their habitats. Also, use weeding in large bushes to keep the environment clean and free of hiding places for turkeys around your living area. If you have any other solutions, please comment below. Finally, hunting 50 roosters in 10 minutes proved the hunter's experience. I would love to hear your input on finding a solution for turkey hunting. Hit the join button and prove your skills in the next thrilling hunt.
Kill it.
With that said, you need to understand what legal leopard hunting is, and how legal poaching affects leopard populations. The laws are in place, but enforcement is weak. Leopard populations have declined by more than 30% since 1970. And each pell sold on the $20 billion 0 cents black market pushes them closer to oblivion. If you could stop a bullet, would you do it? Now, let's talk about the hunters. Leopard hunting is legal in some parts of Africa, but hunters must be over 20 years old and understand leopard behaviour before they are allowed to hunt. The laws are very clear that only male leopards over 7 years old can be hunted, and only in designated areas. Zimbabwe, for example, has a strict quota of no more than 500 leopards per year. Can the law save the leopard? When forests vanish and prey disappears, desperation drives leopards into our villages. History warns us, ignoring nature's balance brings tragedy. If your world shrank to a cage, how long before you'd fight back? So is there a better way to prevent leopards from entering villages? In the Himalayas in the 1920 cess, unburied disease victims may have drawn leopards dangerously close to villages. The usual solution of capture and relocation sounds simple, but it often makes things worse. In Gujarat, a leopard that was relocated 30 miles away returned to the same village. Studies show that relocation leads to more attacks, not fewer. And for leopards, being trapped in a cage and separated from their territory makes the situation even worse. In the Ngorongoro region of Tanzania, a wild leopard ravaged villages, knocking down entire herds in a matter of weeks. Not a single cattle or goat was spared. For families whose livelihoods depended on the animals, it was a disaster. One night, farmer Loias Kiwai heard a desperate cry from his cattle pen. It was a leopard attacking his goats. The government had no choice. Legal leopard hunting was allowed. For days, the hunters tracked the leopard through the bush, knowing that it was not only to protect their livestock, but also their way of life. With a single shot, the leopard fell. But as they stood over it, a wave of silence fell over the group. They had won, but at what cost? A piece of the wild world was lost forever, and the village, though safe, would never be the same. If your family was stuck between survival and starvation, which would you choose? Save your family by leopard hunting or protect it? But the real question is, can we change things before it is too late? In Mumbai, humans and 47 leopards coexist, and it is a model for the rest of the world to follow. If one village can protect its wildlife, why can't the world? Across Africa, herders bring back wild animals and harmony follows. And proper waste management keeps wildlife away from villages. The answer lies in what we do today before these majestic creatures are lost forever. Leopards are not monsters. They are survivors fighting for their space just like us. We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below and share this video, spread the word and help us save these magnificent creatures. Together, we can protect the future of Africa's wild heart. Don't let their roars become memories. Tensions are rising as dingo attacks on Australia's Fraser Island escalate, bringing back dangerous memories of past encounters. Just this year, a 23-year-old jogger was cornered by a pack of 4 dingoes, leaving her injured but fortunately rescued by nearby tourists. Authorities warn that such attacks are not new and that dingo aggression has increased over the past decade, echoing the crisis of the early 2000s SS when government culling efforts were stepped up. On farms across Queensland, nighttime dingo attacks cost farmers up to USD 2.5 million in lost livestock each year. Meanwhile, Hervey Bay's tourism industry is in turmoil as visitors reconsider their trips to the island's pristine beaches. Did you know that the Australian government has officially approved the dingo hunting plan since early 2025, a controversial decision that cannot be delayed? Why is hunting taking place right on the farm? This is where dingoes attack strongly at night, destroying the livelihood of farmers. Controlling this invasive species with specialised rifles is a reasonable measure right now. Leave a comment number 1 if you agree, or number 0 if you have another solution. You should also know that you can have a hunting license with 5 years or a lifetime of experience. But if you ignore the signs on the ground, you could end up being the hunted instead of the hunter. The droppings on the ground tell you about their numbers and diet. Be careful if you see a drop full of wool or small bones. This area is a familiar hunting spot for dingoes. You are entering their territory. Are the footprints fresh, deep and clear? They have been here within the last few hours. The invasive species is most active between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m., which is a dangerous time, so you should hunt with a team. Using technology for dingo hunting is a good idea. The professional hunter's secret? A blowtorch that mimics the sound of dying breaths. This sound plays directly on the dingo's hunting instincts, tricking them into thinking they have vulnerable prey. When the dingo emerges from its den, you have just a few seconds to act, but you need to be about 30 to 50 feet away. Six, in addition to extreme hunting, hunters can set foot traps. The traps are placed at the base of trees where they stop to mark their territory. Dingoes are used to patrolling and leaving traces on large tree trunks. A foot trap hidden under dry leaves, camouflaged with small branches, will not cause any suspicion. Initially, Australians were horrified and outraged when the government greenlighted the dingo hunt. But the truth was revealed that in just 3 months of peak hunting, more than 2,500 dingoes were hunted, while leg traps captured more than 3,800 dingoes. Livestock attacks dropped by more than 65%, but the Australians who had opposed it now support it, realising that dingo hunting is not genocide, but a way to protect livelihoods. According to experienced hunters in Australia, dingo carcasses should be collected within 24 hours of being knocked down. Left too long, there will be great risks. Diseases spread, and rotting animal carcasses can spread dangerous bacteria, harming livestock and the environment. So, you must consider and remember this clearly. What do you think of the current dingo control measures? Are they effective enough, or do they need improvement? Leave a comment saying, "I have an idea," or "need more solutions," and we'll discuss them in future episodes. Hit the subscribe button for more. In Windhoek, Namibia, residents of the Goringab settlement live in daily terror as they are confronted by troop after troop of up to 80 baboons. Not only do they steal food from cooking pots, but they also invade homes, leaving residents unable to venture outside for a week. The damage caused by this invasive species is estimated to be up to $300,000 a year in lost food, property damage, and remediation costs. It is not just the physical damage, but the residents are living in a state of extreme stress. This is an urgent warning about the escalating human-wildlife conflict in urban Africa. If you were a resident here, how would you react? If you saw baboons standing right outside your door? After months of escalating food stolen chaos, and in the face of that, installing a sturdy wire mesh electric fence is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. The hope is that sparks will drive away what fear cannot. But the truth is that a gentle jolt over time has learned to fool basic power lines. So which is more effective? Don't rely on electricity alone. Take a more drastic measure. If so, join me in the second measure taken by the Namibians. What you need to know is that before the advent of rifles and permits, baboon hunting began under the leadership of the Sand People, Namibia's ancient hunter-gatherers. These early tactics date back to the late Stone Age, forming the roots of a tradition that has lasted for over 20,000 years. The first official regulations for baboon hunting in Namibia were introduced around 1935, marking the transition from an ancient instinct to a government-sanctioned practice. Today, any hunter targeting baboons must have a valid permit, which is issued and managed by the Namibian Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism. These permits are not given out lightly. They are part of a rigorous wildlife management program that monitors the number of baboons culled and ensures ethical and environmentally balanced methods. So why is this important? In the past decade alone, more than 12,000 baboons have been put down in controlled operations to protect farmland, water supplies, and public safety. In populated areas, hunters quickly realised that extreme measures were not enough because baboons are so agile. That is why the most effective hunters today rely on wire cage traps. Reinforced wire cages baited with fermented fruit or corn have allowed teams of skilled hunters to capture up to 15 baboons in a single day. The most important tool, a remote activated trap gate that allows hunters to instantly seal the cage without risking confrontation. If one trap fails, the entire pack will become alert and cause more damage. Therefore, the 3 lessons hunters need to remember are to set traps discreetly, use bait with the right scent, and check traps regularly. preferred method is to use a wire cage with an automatic lock, while the urgent method is to coordinate continuous control. Unlike in Florida, where culling is often limited to deterrence, Namibian hunters are expected to track and collect the baboons they target. It is out of respect for the land. Hunters must report their numbers, dispose of carcasses safely, and avoid leaving tracks that might attract other invasive species. This accountability has won strong support from locals, who now see licensed hunters as guardians of Namibia's order and safety. Are we doing enough? If baboon hunting opened your eyes, let us know if it did. Leave your thoughts below, share your views, and don't forget to subscribe. Your voice shapes the next story.
In the fields of a farm in East Lyme, farmers suffered heavy damage caused by black bears. Entire cornfields, just days away from harvest, were completely destroyed. This damage is estimated to be up to $5,000 USD. Farmer Colin Scott, the farm's owner, said the devastation happened very quickly as he began to see the corn ears completely stripped of their husks. His neighbor, Dolores Scott, saw pictures and video of the bear recorded by a neighbor's security camera. Even though the farm had built an 8-foot-high fence to keep bears out, they still managed to climb over the fence. The weight of black bears is the main cause of serious damage in cornfields. These bears have an average weight of 350 to 400 pounds. When looking for food, they often trample and knock over corn plants, forming large circles in the field. This damage not only reduces farmers' harvests, but also causes economic losses. Images from drone video clearly show the devastation caused by the bears when up to 4 bears, including a large male and a mother bear with 2 cubs, appeared at the same time in the cornfield. At the same time, it makes people worry about the area's safety. Faced with the harmful risks caused by black bears, what measures have farmers used to cope? Hunting with a gun against millions of black bears is an exciting and adventurous activity, especially in Montana. With guidance from experts like those at Pacific Bear Outfitters. The black bear hunting area here is usually a valley.
Comment on your thoughts so we can promptly resolve them. Join the Mouse Farm group to continue playing the next video automatically.
These approaches have been great at stopping the spread of some invasive species. Got any ideas for even better solutions? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can all dive into it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the next video.